He also enjoyed in excess the spoils of war, brutalizing women and assaulting them. In addition to that, he held mass beauty contests, and all those who didn't win would be given to his soldiers like objects. Because of that, around 16 million people are said to be descendants of him today. That's how many people many people blame his brutal and ruthless self under the multi food or water after being stripped naked so the sun would just boil them alive. Anyone who stopped walking was shot. He also created a special organization made of killers and ex-convicts who were ordered to carry out the liquidation of the Christian elements. They drowned people in rivers, threw civilians off cliffs, even crucified and burned people alive. Yep, this happened in the 1900s, by the way. So there are about 600,000 to 1.5 million reasons we wish this man never existed, because that is how many people Pasha was responsible for killing. Ooh, man. Number 5, Idi Amin. General Idi Amin staged a coup on January 25th, 1971, and forced Uganda's first Prime Minister, Milton Obote, into exile. From there, he created a reign of terror that abused Uganda's freedom after more than 70 years of British rule. Amin organized mass executions of Akoli and Lango Christian tribes who were loyal to Obote. He terrorized his own country with internal security forces whose main purpose was to eliminate those who opposed him. His brutality also resulted in the collapse of the economy. This man just seemed like he just didn't have a single good bone in his body. He was also rumored to have eaten human flesh, and his vicious and inhumane rule resulted in the death of 300,000 civilians. Eventually, Amin was forced to flee and sought refuge in Saudi Arabia, though he was never punished for his crimes and died in 2003 due to organ failure. So he got away with it, essentially. Number 4, Pol Pot. You'd think a leader's job would be to protect and serve their country with love and respect, but I guess Pol Pot didn't see it that way. Originally named Salah Sar, Pot was the leader of the Khmer Rouge totalitarian regime during 1975 to 79 in Cambodia, though technically longer. It was a radical communist government who caused the death of more than 2 million people through forced labor, starvation, disease, torment, persecution, and execution. He wanted to purify society, he wanted to extinguish capitalism. Was halted, healthcare eliminated. It was crazy. The people were forced into slave labor on the killing fields, only allowed 180 grams of rice to eliminate. Say his last name because apparently YouTube won't let me, which is ridiculous. He's not Voldemort, but you know who I'm talking about, that really evil German guy. Yeah, I don't really need to go into detail here unless you don't know about one of the most infamous genocides to take place in all of history. and social tensions of the time, but maybe, just maybe, it wouldn't have happened at all, and all those lives would still be around today. Number 2, guys, like, I knew he was bad, but dug deep today, and I would never thought I would say this, but number 2, Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin made his own henchmen disappear in photos, and boy do we wish it was him instead. Stalin was the premier of the Soviet Union and was responsible for the deaths of more than 20 million of his own people, double that if you count World War II. He ruled for 30 years and ruled with an iron fist, eliminating anyone who opposed him, and as you can guess, there were many. In 1927 and 1929, he had 1 million people exiled or imprisoned, 9 to 11 million were forced off their lands, and 3 million peasants were arrested or exiled in the mass collectivization program. 6 to 7 million were killed by artificial famine in the 1930s. During 1936 to 1938, he executed approximately 750,000 during the Great Terror, a brutal political campaign to remove dissenters and any others he considered a threat. He was so paranoid. This guy had no regard for human life whatsoever. While the world was focused on Adolf, he was doing all of this, and he was fighting on the Allies' side, though we started supporting Hitler, and then he came onto our side. Anyways, it is estimated that Stalin orchestrated the deaths of 60 million people, which means about 40,000 people died every week during his reign. Need I say more? And if you think that's bad, number 1 spot, Mao Zedong. Ready? I don't think anyone can be. Mao Zedong, during 1966 to 1976, turned China into a house of fear by eradicating 65 million people. In his attempt for a socialist China, he killed anyone that got in his way, kind of like Stalin, through execution and mass starvation. His biggest threat was the intellect, and revered Emperor Xi Huang, who buried 460 scholars and sought to surpass him by burying alive 46,000 scholars. Yeah, my stomach turned when I read that. That's labor camps. Most amazing fam, I could go on, but I honestly don't have room. It just seems like there's no end to all the awful things that he did. For all these reasons and more, Mao is of course in our number 1 spot.
Coming in at number 7, we have Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impaler was the inspiration behind the legend.
So everybody knows those dogs that just inhale their food. Well, watch how gently Pooh Bear eats his carrots. So everybody knows those dogs that just inhale their food. Well, watch how gently Pooh Bear eats his carrots. What do I do if the bears try to bite me? So I've worked with Pooh and Honey their whole lives. And that means I've learned to read them pretty well. Like right here when Pooh is enjoying a nice belly rub, but then he pins his ears back and gets ready to pounce. Most of the time, they're just trying to be playful, so I leave them alone to wrestle each other. I'm just here for food and scratches. What do I do if the bears try to bite?
He forgot her dad has a front door camera and did this.
Sorry to slap your ass on the camera. I'm sorry, mister.
Guys, he forgot her dad has a front door camera and did this.
Sorry to slap your ass on the camera. I'm sorry, mister.
Instantly realizing he just made a big mistake. He forgot her dad has a front door camera and did this.
Oops, I just slapped your ass on the camera. I'm sorry, Mr.
Instantly realizing he just made a big mistake.
Guys, Old Spice has
This is Law Nutmeg Field Fairy IV, 11-year-old cousin of Law Stayroy. He suffers a sad and incurable disability that forces him to score every time he touches the ball. Law Nutmeg gets so mad when opponents make fun of his disease that he fucking takes out their legs and gets ejected from every game. It has gotten so bad that the chief executive of the Premier League has threatened to ban Law Nutmeg from ever playing soccer again. Law Nutmeg may have to go back to working in the fucking coal mine. This is Law Nutmeg Field Fairy IV, 11-year-old cousin of Law Stayroy. He suffers a sad and incurable disability that forces him to score every time he touches the ball. Law Nutmeg gets so mad when opponents make fun of his disease that he fucking takes out their legs and gets ejected from every game. It has gotten so bad that the chief executive of the Premier League has threatened to ban Law Nutmeg from ever playing soccer again. Law Nutmeg may have to go back to working in the fucking coal mine. This is Law Nutmeg Field Fairy IV.
The girl gave her boyfriend a cute little fox as a birthday gift. Little did she know it would turn out to be one of the biggest mistakes of her life. The fox's cuteness quickly won the boy's heart, bought it lots of adorable toys, and spent hours playing hide-and-seek with it. The fox, in turn, loved its owner deeply. Every day, it patiently waited by the window for him to come home, and then eagerly ran into his arms for cuddles. At night, it would excitedly jump onto the man's bed, wanting to be held while they slept together. However, the girlfriend's arrival disrupted this harmony. The fox became very anxious and resistant. Every morning, it would either hide under the covers, moody, or the man had no choice but to separate from his girlfriend and sleep with the fox instead. The fox finally showed a happy smile, and only then did the man realize how the girl gave her boyfriend a cute little fox as a birthday gift. Little did she know it would turn out to be one of the biggest mistakes.
Can cops get inside if you block the door in GTA games? In GTA...
I walk through the airport with kilos in my bag. No, I'm talking about free in my game. Fuck a job. I walk through the airport with kilos in my bag. No, I'm talking about free in my game. Fuck a job. I walk through the airport with kilos in my bag. No, I'm talking about free in my game. Fuck a job.
You guys see that fan switch right there? Man, he was ready, right? Had the other...
When they saw this dog selling
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels? I'll bring it by. Okay, I got stuff to do.
Hi there, Mr. Richards. Yeah. You know, if I offer consultation, I have to charge you, right?
What if everything you knew about Christmas was a rumor?
o'clock. What you want? Some wheels? It's coming at you.
What's up, pal? No problem. I'll get him off your back.